Okay, so I just finished watching The Dark Knight Rises. I know that I am about probably 4 months late on this, but it has to be said that this movie was a big disappointment. I didn't go in with that high expectations because it looked pretty stupid, and it was every bit as stupid as I thought it was going to be. I know, I'm sorry if anyone's watching this and really liked it, but I'm sorry, it was stupid. Bane, let's talk about Bane. Bane, he looked cool. I think his voice was kind of cool, but he needed to be more, clear with his words. Like, half the time I couldn't say just like that, you know? Half the time I couldn't understand half the things he said. No, that doesn't make any sense at all. That made no sense. Basically, I just need to say half the time I couldn't understand what he was saying. Because that would have been a quarter, is what I was saying earlier. Yeah, he was cool. It was cool how he beat up Batman. When he was beating up Batman, it just looked like a college humor video. It was he was just killing him. It was hilarious. Catwoman was the best. I know it's Anne Hathaway, and I know she's really corny, but she was my favorite part of the movie, which obviously doesn't say much for the rest of the movie. What's his name? Joseph Hewitt or something? Levitt Hewitt or something? The new upcoming actor who's in Inception. Who also turned out to be Robin in the end. Spoilers, if you haven't seen this already. Why are you watching a review? He was good, but he was just kind of a stupid character. Like, I don't know, there was no... It's like, oh yeah, here's this rookie cop who's smarter than all the older cops. I don't know. Stupid. Commissioner Gordon, let's see what I can say about him. He was pretty good. Kind of, I guess. He was good to start. It was cool how he's, like, having to deal with the outcome of pretending that, Harvey Dent was a hero, and when really he was the one who was trying to kill his family and threaten his child. So, yeah, they had that element was cool, but what really bothered me about the story was the motivation for Bane and the motivation for the whole bad guy organization, and how they managed to cause like a little revolution inside a city. It's like, I don't know, it's retarded. Like, what was their goal? At times it seemed like they were trying to be anarchists, like the Joker was, but I knew they weren't trying to do that because they didn't come out and say it. I don't know. And then there was I've never seen Batman Begins, and there was like that whole like, oh, Bane actually wasn't, but it seemed like that was what it was going to be. It ended up being the girl that was the one who climbed out of the pit, but which that girl was stupid. The crazy suicidal Inception lady, the Spanish actress, she was terrible. She sucked. Like, first of all, she's from Inception, and she's really bad. She's a bad girl in Inception, so you're automatically assuming she's going to be bad in this movie. And then everything she does just makes you more suspicious of her, and then at the end, oh, whoop-de-doo, she stabs Batman. Like, that wasn't surprising at all, you know? It would have been more surprising if Catwoman had stabbed Batman. Not that would have made any sense, but it would have been more surprising. Back to what I was talking about with Bane and his army, though, like, I don't know what their point was. I mean, at the end it was like, oh, we're gonna kill 12 million people. Really? 12? You're just gonna, like, how is that a story? You know? This is our goal. You know, and you people of the town, you should get behind us and support us, because we're gonna blow up, you know, a 6-mile radius of this city. Like, where's the government? I missed the, I don't know, I guess it's a comic book, but, and they tried to dig in a little bit of like politics with, like, you saw like the whole commanders and the army, and like, get the president on the phone because this is a bomb. Well, no, yeah, it's an atom bomb, you know. This is the biggest news. This should be the biggest news in the world, you know. And this Gotham is overrun by terrorists. Like, there should be airdrops and, like, and why did no one pull out a gun and shoot Bane in the head? Like, this is America. I don't know where in America. I guess it's kind of a mix of, like, New York and LA and everything, but some American guy, civilian, who's gonna have a gun in his house, why didn't he just shoot Bane? Bane, even when he was just starting the revolution, I guess in the football arena no one would have a gun, but I guess security guards might have guns. That would make sense, but their security guards just didn't do anything. And when he was making that speech outside, what was the town hall? Or the prison? I think it was the prison, actually. Why did no one shoot him? He was sitting out in the open. Oh, it was so dumb. That was so stupid. I guess it's a comic book, so it's not supposed to be real, but I mean, I understand that a comic book's not supposed to be real. Okay, I get that point. But at least have an evil force that has some logical and purpose. Like, why? Maybe I need to watch Batman Begins before I watch this movie, because why did Bane want to blow up 12 or 6, or I guess, was it 6 or 12 million people? I think it was 12 million people. Why? I don't understand. It was retarded. Something to do with fulfilling that old Liam Neeson's, I don't know. Apparently that ninja, Liam Neeson, decided he wanted to blow up 12 million people, so they said, okay, father, or whatever you were, we'll do it. I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense to me. That was the biggest reason that I had a problem with that film. It was stupid for that reason. Any other characters I got to talk about? Well, Liam Neeson did make a bit of an appearance in this movie. I guess he was a vision. The whole pit idea too. I guess that's probably from Batman Begins, but I don't understand why. Like, why were those people just, like, that's a human right violation. You can't just throw people in the bottom of a pit and just, I don't know, make them do push-ups all the time. That doesn't make any sense. And where were they? Like in Morocco? Like, that looked like they were in a desert somewhere. Maybe in Kansas or something. I don't know. So that's that. Oh, what's that actor? The old guy. Is it Albert? Alfred, yeah. He had one of the better performances, but he disappeared for 2/3 of this movie. Like, in the first third, he just left and never showed up again. So I was like, I mean, yes and no. I mean, he doesn't even really act. He's the same character in every movie he plays, but in that sense, it makes it easy to believe his story because this is who he is. You don't have to do anything special. I did like how they went into a little more depth of the whole of Batman's psyche, like how Wayne. 18 minutes remaining. Oh, my battery. Okay, good. I should have charged this before I started. Anyway, I like how they went into the psyche of how Bruce Wayne and Batman and how he was like, oh, I want to die for the city. Oh, I didn't like all the Wayne Enterprise stuff too. Those, like, two schemers who were, like, being really stupid about, oh, let's go get all Wayne's money, and then the stupid girl from Inception, and then Catwoman was the best part of this movie. Anyone who disagrees with that is dumb. Batwing, the Batwing was, I don't know. Sure, it was okay. It was okay. Nothing wrong with that. The motorcycle thing is more cool, though. As far as how this compares to Dark Knight, it doesn't. I'm going to turn down the brightness, actually. That would save a lot of battery. I'm doing this on my laptop. What was I talking about? Shoot. Oh, how this compares to Dark Knight. The Dark Knight was so much better. The Dark Knight laughs in the face of this. It's not that this third movie of the series is terrible. It's just stupid. There's a difference. It didn't suck. It was just dumb. It's not that it didn't really wrap up the story. Like, in the end, Bruce Wayne decides, oh, I'm not going to be Batman anymore. Although, obviously, the city will probably fall again if the story was to realistically continue. But apparently he's dating Catwoman now, which is, Catwoman's a really fun woman, but she's not a wife material. She steals stuff, you know? She's an adventurer and a risk taker, so I don't really see how that's going to work out between them. Not that it's going to continue, but how's my battery doing now? Oh, we're doing good. Okay. As far as the whole, I don't know, the visuals were concerned, it was pretty cool. The snow was interesting. The ice. The bomb. Well, the whole bomb plot was a little stupid in my opinion, just because it was so greatly tied to the home trying to blow it up. Like, I don't know. It just, like, the guys, Bane and his army, they're terrorists. They're not even close to freedom fighters. They don't represent anything. They're not trying to live, they went in there trying to say, we're Gotham's freedom. Or however Bane talks. But they didn't. They're nothing. Gotham was fine before these guys showed up. They had 8 years of peace. These guys show up. They blow the whole city up. Like, what? Nobody needed that. There was no need. Like, the Joker was the opposite. The city was good, and he was turning it bad because that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to make it bad. Like, these guys were trying to make it good out of something that was already good by making it bad. That doesn't make any sense at all. I know. It's retarded. Oh, boy. Any other actors we have to talk about? Lucius. I don't know. He didn't really have a big part in this movie. Pretty useless in my opinion. There's a couple of... Oh, and you know what was really useless? It just seemed like they threw a bunch of, like, actors in this movie and said, do this role for us. Like, the judge, after the city goes to chaos. We're 29 minutes remaining, so we're good. The judge, who was sitting on top of that big stack of desks and paper, and he's from he's from the movie In Time. He's got a bigger role than that, but I can't remember what it was. Anyway, it was just like, really another face that I already know. Like, can I see someone new for once? And at the start, they had someone else too on the plane. Oh, it was Peter Baelish from Game of Thrones. I'm pretty sure the plane, the very first scene. Who gets, I think he probably got shot or something. Yeah. So as far as, like, this year has gone for movies, it's disappointing. I saw, it's basically wide open for The Hobbit at this point. The Hobbit basically has to show up and have some funny little lines in an adventure, and it'll get movie of the year. I guess the only other competition that's left, because I saw two other movies that I was really excited to see this year. Prometheus, which I thought about doing a review on, but I never ended up doing. And maybe I will after this. But it was underwhelming, but better than this. It wasn't stupid. I might do a review on it later. And what's the other one? Oh, The Bourne Legacy. That was pretty stupid. No, it wasn't stupid. It was just... Sorry, and I'm just using words. The Bourne Legacy, once again, like, this movie didn't live up to the expectations of the previous movies in its series. But it had... Just, like, they're kind of similar to The Bourne Legacy in this movie in that they had so many parts of it that were very, like, Batman had very Batman-esque scenes that were like, oh, that's cool, some neat stuff. They had neat stuff in this movie. And same, they had neat stuff in The Bourne Legacy too, but it didn't all come together in the end like you wanted it to. And it's not that you want it to come together like the way you want it to. It's just, it just was not as, I don't know, it just wasn't great. So yeah, not a movie of the year. Movie of the year is The Hobbit. It's pretty much got in the bag. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Comes out in December. I guess we're almost getting to that. It's middle of September now, so other than that, it's pretty much a done deal. Okay, guys, I think that's all I've got to say. Got to keep this under 15 minutes. I can't believe I talked for 14 and a half minutes here. But have a good one, guys, and put some comments in the below if you liked it, if you hated it, if you agree with me, if you don't agree with me. And thanks, guys. Have a good one.